بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أبناء بناتي طلبة وطالبات الصف الثاني الإعدادي، مستر رمضان greets you. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. But any time you listen to this record or watch this video, Mr. Ramadan greets you and presents Unit 3 for you, which is called Great Jobs. Great Jobs is talking about some important jobs in our life. Let's go to the new words. First one is surgeon. Surgeon. Repeat after me. Surgeon. A surgeon is a doctor who works with injuries, who deals with injuries, injured people, who does operations for people, like Dr. Magdi Yaqub, for example. Patron. 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 It's a person who is responsible for a group of people, like a team, a company, and so on. Sports coach. Sports coach. The person who trains a sports team. Hero. Hero. A hero in a film, a movie, a play is the main character in it. A hero in my life means the person who is the most important one in my life is my hero. Senior. Senior. Senior is called for people who are adult, for the person who is number one in a school. For example, the first teacher is senior teacher. The word junior. Junior. Junior is called for young, little boys and girls. They are junior. ناشئ لسه صغير. Competition. Competition. It's held to specialize and know the people who are good and who deserve to be or to win in a race, in a quiz, and so on. It's a competition. Countryside. Countryside. Like your village. Green field or green area with some houses, which is not this area is not crowded, and there is no car, no more cars like the city, no factories, no crowdedness, and so on. A reef. Emergency. Emergency. When I have an emergency case, it means that it's a disaster or it's something very bad, something dangerous. So what is the meaning of disaster? Disaster. Disaster means a crisis, means catastrophe. When you have or when someone has a very bad illness, like we call coronavirus, COVID-19, a disaster, an epidemic, or a disaster, كارثة. Volunteer. Volunteer. A volunteer is someone who works for no money, who does good things and doesn't wait to take anything. Infection. Infection. This happens to someone who touches or deals with patients without care, without being careful. Brain, heart, lungs, these are organs of your body. Brain is the organ in your body which controls everything in your body. And we have brain and we have mind. What's the difference between a brain and a mind? The mind We think with it, but the brain controls everything in your body. All creatures, all living things, all living creatures, even the animals, have brains. But only humans, only people have minds. Okay? A heart, yes, it is the main important organ in a human being because it pumps blood all over the body. It beats 70 to 72 times for normal people in a minute. Lungs. Lungs. These take in the air, oxygen, and takes out or gives out carbon dioxide to help the body, to help our bodies have oxygen in it. Blood is the red liquid which makes us alive. Cut, it's a noun and verb. As a noun, it means injury, إصابة أو جرح. But as a verb, it means make one thing, two or more things. Burn as a verb and as a noun. Burn as a verb means to cause something to fire. And the burn as a noun means when someone has been injured or has an injury because of a fire. It's called burn. Nursing. Nursing. This is the study to be a nurse. And we have the faculty of nursing Ain Shams University, for example. كلية التمريض. Manager. Manager. A person in chief, responsible to direct and manage, give orders, and be sure that everything is okay in a company, in a school, in an organization, and so on. He is or she is the manager. Birth date. Birth date or date of birth. Date of birth. It is the date when someone is born. The red crescent. The red crescent. الهلال الأحمر. It's an organization or community where people help uh, others, other people. Like when we have an emergency, when we have a disaster, when we have an epidemic, جائحة أو كارثة, like an earthquake, زلزال, or something like this, or COVID-19, which we are having these days. We ask Allah to help us and support us and get rid of it. So the Red Crescent is a a community, an organization to help people in disasters and emergency cases. The word treatment. Treatment. Treatment means when you deal with a patient and give him or her medicine to get to get better. Earthquake. When the earth shakes very hard and it happens from one time to another time, from time to time it happens as in some places, different places of the earth. We ask Allah to make it away from Egypt and keep Egypt safe. I mean, jewelry. Jewelry. It's underlined because the United States dictionary doesn't know it, because this word is in British English only, which means gold and precious stones which women put on and wear round their wrist, round their necks, now round their or in their ears. around their fingers and so on. Jewelry, مجوهرات. Piece. When you cut something into two halves, it's two pieces. Okay. Furniture. Furniture. Your bed, your desk, table, wardrobe, cupboard, shelf, um, your chairs, your seats, your cushions. All these are furniture. Furniture is uncountable, okay? Rubbish collectors. Rubbish collectors. This word means people who come to collect rubbish to make streets and houses clean. Organization. Organization. This is a British word, but to get the American word, we put here Z. So organization. Z is American, organization. S is British. The same meaning, okay? It means a community, a small society, a small a company, هيئة أو مؤسسة. Society. Society means the place where you live with its people and buildings. المجتمع. Athens. It is the capital of Greece. The capital of Greece. It's a city in Europe, Athena. The Parthenon. The Parthenon. It is a temple in Athens. معبد. اسمه كده. The Parthenon. معبد البارثينون. Charity. Charity. It's an organization where people volunteer to work for no money to help people all over around them. Nuclear scientist. Nuclear scientist. A scientist who work in the field of nuclear, in the field of nuclear, yes. اللي هو عالم ذرة who works in the field of chemistry, yes. خديوي. خديوي. الخديوي. It's a word called for the ruler of Egypt in the old ages. Medicine. Medicine. This is taken to help you get better if you are sick or ill. And it's called for faculty of medicine. يبقى معناه دواء ومعناه طب. When you say faculty of medicine, كلية الطب. When you say I take medicine twice a day or 3 times a day, ده معناه دواء. Confuse. It's a verb to mean when you cause someone to be embarrassed. يربك أو يحير. Introduce. Introduce. When you have a friend doesn't know another friend and you want them to know each other's, you introduce the first to the second. Introduce يعني يقدم شخصا لآخر. Include. Include. This word means contain. When you ask about the price of something, like a hotel مثلا, for example, so it's 100 per night or 200 pounds per night. You ask, does that include breakfast or not? هل ده بيتضمن معاه كذا؟ Let's move to some adjectives here. First one is proud. Proud. You feel this when you know someone who is important and everybody thanks him. You feel proud of him. Heroic. Heroic. When you do heroic work, you do something everybody thanks you for it and says it's good. عمل بطولي. Natural. Natural. This relates to nature. طبيعي. بس له علاقة بالطبيعة، مش طبيعي إن هو عادي. عادي يعني نورمال، لكن ناتشورال معناها طبيعي. زي ما أقول مثلا ناتشورال سين، منظر طبيعي. نيوكلير ذري. nervous worried not relaxed. I feel this when I have an exam, for example. Preparatory preparatory like the stage you are studying in. المرحلة اللي بندرسها اسمها إيه؟ إعدادية. Very well. We are going to talk about the structure. Past simple. The past simple is used to express actions started and finished in the past. Something happened and finished in the past, like I woke up at 6:30 today morning. Today in the morning. When you talk about past habits, actions that you used to do in the past, for example, if you had a holiday in Alexandria and you spent it for a week or 2 weeks or more, and you express things that you or your daily routine in this time or in this period. You say, when I was in Alexandria last year, I woke up every day very early. We walked on the beach every night. We had our lunch in the restaurant every 2 years, and so on. Sorry, not every 2 years. We had lunch in the restaurant sometimes, and so on. Good. Let's talk about its form. شكل الفعل ايه في الباست simple. We have two kinds of verb, regular verb and irregular verb. The regular verb, some verbs ending in E, like the word like, we add only D, liked. If the verb has a consonant plus Y, we omit the I and add IED, like carry, carried, cry, cried, study, studied, yes. If the verb has a vowel plus Y, so we add only ED, like stay, stayed, play, played, enjoy, enjoyed, and so on. If the verb has a vowel plus a consonant, so we duplicate the consonant, like the word stop, stopped, like the word chop, chopped, PPED, yes. But the irregular verbs, we use the second conjugation of the verb, the second case of the verb, like eat, ate, drink, drank, run, ran. Good. Let's move to the negative or the negation form of past simple. After the subject, we add didn't. Then we put the verb in the base form or in the infinitive without any additions. Like when we say, we didn't play tennis yesterday. Yesterday يبقى past. تمام. امال ليه مش played؟ علشان في عندنا didn't اللي بترجع played للمصدر بتاعها play. Interrogative صيغة الاستفهام. We have two kinds of interrogation. The yes no question. And in this case, we put did, subject, infinitive form of the verb. Then we complete the question. Like when I ask about a sentence like this, we didn't play tennis yesterday. Did you play tennis yesterday? The answer is yes, we did, or no, we didn't. Okay, what about the question word or the WH question? We put the WH word and after this we put did subject infinitive. لاحظوا معايا كده did subject infinitive did subject infinitive، بس اللي زاد عندنا هنا ال WH word اللي هي زي what where when why how and so on. What did Salma do last Friday? Last Friday. الإجابة مثلا سلمى went or visited her aunt. Okay, if we tried now to use this subject, this structure in the case of used to. عارفينها used to؟ طيب هنلاقي ان verb use يعني يستخدم، زودنا عليه اخره ايه اهو، زودنا عليه دي، تمام؟ used to. used to معناها اتعود على او اعتاد ان يفعل. هنضيف بعديها الفيرب في المصدر infinitive form. خلي بالنا ان دي القاعده الثانيه في الوحده. used to plus infinitive. all subjects take used. كل الفواعل بتاخد used. بعديها بنحط الفعل في المصدر. زي مثلا هاني used to teach math. طيب لما اجي فيها هقول ادي used. sorry. بقول مثلا we used to play basketball. هينفهم من الجمله دي انه now we don't play basketball، يبقى الكلام ده كان زمان. we used to play basketball. نكمل الجمله عشان ناكد المعنى ونقول when we were young. لما كنا لسه صغيرين. طب لما اجي في الجمله دي هقول we هننفي used، النفي العادي بتاع الماضي البسيط اللي هو didn't، ونرجع used الاصلها اللي هي ايه؟ used to. اوعى تقول we used not to play لان كده الجرامر بتاعك مش هيبقى مظبوط 100%. القاعده بتقول هننفي used نفسها ب didn't ونرجع used للمصدر اللي هو used to ونكمل كلامنا لحد نهايه الجمله. اوكي، لو حبينا نعمل سؤال عليها برضو نفس الكلام. لو سؤال بهل يبقى احنا هنقول did you ايوه used to. تمام. did you used to play basketball when you were young؟ الإجابة yes we did. no we didn't. طيب لو السؤال بالدبليو اتش هنقول what did you use to do? what did you use to do when you were young? Okay. This ends the structure of this unit, and this ends our discussion of this unit. Open your books at home and study the unit again. Read the texts and try to answer the questions. mentioned in the unit and in the workbook. Any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me and write your comments on the page. Thank you very much. Till we meet again. Goodbye.